Okay, people. So, Heart of Stone is the new, latest big action blockbuster from Netflix. It is directed by Tom Harper, written by Greg Rucka and Allison Schroeder. It is produced by who we got? Bonnie Curtis, David Elson, Gal Gadot, Dana Goldberg, Don Granger, Julie Lynn, and Jaron Varsano. It's executive produced by Patricia Witcher, Greg Rucka, Tom Harper, and Jimmy Abunum. Line produced by Margarida Andonis, Leifer B. Dagfinson, Sena El Khalia, Roberto Maleba. Music is handled by Stephen Price. George Steele was on cinematography. Mark Eckersley edits the piece. Julie Harkin is on casting. Charles Wood, production design. Art direction, we have David Aldy, Thomas Brown, Jamie Burrows, Tara Lilsey Lee, Eggert Kettleson, Massimo Pauletto, Pedro Santorim, Mike Stallion, and Carrie Stolston. Set decoration, John Bush and Tonya Sherman. Costume design is Julian Day. Now, our cast. Well, Gail Gadot is Rachel Stone. We've got Paul Reddy as Bailey. Yang is played by Jing Luzi. Parker is played by Jamie Dorman. We have got Nomad, played by Sophie Akundeo. Ivo, played by Archie Madekui. Control is Thomas Arnold. Sandra is Ruth Keeling. Jack of Hearts is Matthias Swirlerfoof. Kai Doran is Aaliyah Bat. Casanova is Luca Famijui. Lars Monroe is Joe Rising. Mulvaney is Enzo Silenti. A young version of Kay is played by Aria Dolatari. Nim Kimachi is played by Naran Prasad. King of Clubs is BD Wong. King of Diamonds is Glenn I knew I recognized her. King of Spades is Mark Ivania. Clara, Six of Hearts, is played by Diana Yakini. Yeah, I'd probably say that's the main group, right? So the gist of the film is this: international intelligence agent Rachel Stone must embark on a dangerous mission to protect the mysterious MacGuffin known as the Heart. Stone is tasked by the peacekeeping operation known as the Charter to keep the object safe from falling into enemy hands. So, I guess, right, just from that synopsis, you know exactly what happens, right? When it's like someone is, tasked with protecting this object, that means what happens with that object. You know what I mean? That's part of the story, and it's gonna get to the wire until dum dum dum. Yeah, that's essentially it. Right? At the start, we're on a mission, right, to obtain a criminal, Mulaney. And so MI6 go in, and it's this big thing, right? Rachel is an analyst, a computer hacker. So she's like, you have to stay in the van, Rachel. So you know how that's all gonna go. Right? There's gonna be a bit where she has to get out of that. When you make a big point of one thing, you know exactly that means the opposite will be happening. Right? That's what that means. It's fucking obvious. You know what I mean? So that happens, right? And yeah, we then see her have to do some stuff, right? We fight, like, early that she's an undercover agent, but you can pretty much work out she is, not all, like, you think, oh, is she a double agent or something? But it works out to be some, but from the giddy, she ain't playing it straight. And I don't mean, she's part of the alphabet gang, right? So it's just, it's, I will say, right? Because on Netflix, it goes, what, Mission Impossible, Fallen, is it Dead Falling or Fallen Agent, or that one, right? It goes, that meets Atomic Blonde. Ugh. Okay. And if you are a fan of, those sorts of action films, right? And hey, before you get a little crazy, people, right? The last couple of Mission Impossible films, ridiculous, but I did enjoy those. I did enjoy them, right? I think Atomic Blonde is probably I did not enjoy Atomic Blonde, right? But, right, if you did, I can see this working for you, right? I can definitely see you enjoying Heart of Stone, right? Which is just like, okay, that's fair. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, like, a big problem is you know exactly where this is going, right? There are no surprises. Just before the hour mark, this big reveal happens, right? This big reveal happens. But a thing with a lot of stuff is you just kind of go, okay, why though? Right? That's a huge thing. It's just always, why though? Right? A lot of the whys aren't there, you know? It's like Kai is whatever she's doing, the big thing is she's been lied to once, supposedly. So why is she taking this other person's word that they're going to help her do the thing that she wants? Right? You just think, okay, you're a hacker, you can do all of this stuff. Why wouldn't you check? Right? Why wouldn't you? So you're kind of scratching your head because it doesn't make any sense that words are going to be, taken when no one knows a thing, right? It's like following a tracker when you know people have got high tech, right? You know people got high, so the chances of them finding a tracker is pretty high, right? So why are you blindly going into situations? You know, all of that, you scratch your head and you're like, well, hold on. You know, and that when throughout this film, Stone gets information that she doesn't disclose to anyone. And you just think, why aren't you telling anyone this? You know what I mean? It like with something like this, I think you always wondered it with James Bond because occasionally we met some of the other agents. Now, I will say, with the last two, right? In the last one, double O, well, she was 007, right? In it. And I think in the one before that, he got help from another one agent, along with Felix. So we have started to see more of the some of the other double O's, right? I think in GoldenEye, Sean Bean was 004 or something, right? So we occasionally see, but we know that that's so detached that the chances of seeing another agent aren't, you know, high. But with this, at the very start, I think she goes to the base and there's other agents all around. So you wonder, okay, why wouldn't you call in the other agents? We meet another agent at one point who then does something, but then nothing else. And you're just like, wait, why wouldn't they go with her? Right? You're just like, that doesn't make any sense. You know? Huh? What? The like the fight scenes, I mean, the fight scenes are fine. It's nothing spectacular. The usual thing, people get the odd cut, but it's all very strategically placed. You know, when you see someone go headfirst into things, and like all of your face is potentially getting fucked up, not just a little cut here, right? Maybe a slight little bang here. No, your face will get mashed up, but it never happens. Right? People get concussion, and then a second later they're fine, which that doesn't happen. Right? There's this interesting bit where they're using like a paraglider and another in a monkey suit. No, it's not called a monkey suit. The glidey things, right? Now, the thing with those, and we know this, is all about air current. You can think I'm going right. If the air isn't showing you right, you ain't going right. Or you could go right and then you're just plummeting because there's nothing, there's no current, right? So you can't go, oh, I'm going to do this flip and blah, blah, blah. And that's going to, nah, it's not working like that. So we get some scenes that you just think, yeah, that's tough. That doesn't make any sense. Like the effects sometimes are fine, sometimes they are like you can clearly see they are not driving along a road. You know what I mean? Those motorbikes aren't really right. That's green screen, right? So you can clearly see certain things. You know, it's built up to be a franchise, right? It's built up to be a Mission Impossible type thing, a James Bond type thing. You know, that's what this is, you know? But yeah, they're terrible spies, terrible agents, because they just, it's not seeing certain things, right? It's putting yourself, when you know, and they even said it, that this thing can track them. So they go to a place that you're just like, is that really that secure? right? Is that place really gonna when you know what I mean? Like these things could go wrong. It's not fucking rocket science, baby. You know, there's just so much of that. And you know the journeys of the characters. You know where these people are going. It's just it's action by numbers. I was hoping for a bit more, but here's the rub, baby. Here is the rub. This is built for, as I said, if you're a fan of the Mission Impossible films, right? Atomic Blonde. If you liked Extraction 2, I think Extraction 1 was clearly better than 2. 2 was fine, but yeah, not the same. Right? If you enjoyed stuff like oh god, whew, my mind has gone blah. Oh, I can't even talk now. Jesus Christ. No, so yeah, I think if you liked, just those big action films, man, right? If those are your jam, then yeah, this Heart of Stone, like The Mother. Think The Mother. I think that's a perfect one, Scott. That's a perfect one. Obviously, The Mother, that JLo Netflix joint, right? Yes. No, that's the perfect parallel for Heart of Stone, actually. If you like The Mother, then you will like Heart of Stone, right? I think they mirror up. Yeah, I think they mirror up perfectly, perfectly, people. So yes, that's your barometer, right? Now, I with this, I was hoping for an actioner along the lines of Kate. Remember the Kate with Winstead? Um, I can't think of her first name. From Scott Pilgrim. Whew. Right. I was hoping for something like that, or Polar, right? It's not though, for me. But yeah, if you're a fan of those other films, then Heart of Stone will work for you. It's out now on Netflix. And also those other Netflix actioners like Red Notice, Six Underground, if those are your jam, right? Those are your jam. You will definitely enjoy Heart of Stone. So Six Underground, um, Red Notice. My mind's all over the place. Yeah, Six Underground, Red Notice, The Mother. If you really dig those films, right? All Netflix actioners, then Heart of Stone is boom up your little street. So yes, it's now available. Go have at it.